What's up guys, welcome to Vintage Genetics, where it is all about classic bodybuilding, and welcome to episode 2 of the off season. And in this series we're basically just going to take a look at what I'm going to do to improve my muscle mass overall, gain some quality weight, improve the weak points, and do my very best at the Olympia, where this lean bulk or this off season is meant for. So let's really get that going, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do that with food, nutrition, supplements, training, rest. And I say rest because today is a rest day. I know they suck, but sometimes you do have to have a rest day to recuperate every single muscle fiber in your body again before, going at it in the gym again. And then you never want to have them. They are boring because you always look forward to the gym, and today there's not that moment of the day, but I will still be going to the gym because that's where my office is to work at. So we'll see how it goes today, but let's first check out the morning weight. Alright, so let's check out the weight of today. And it's 123.2, very familiar compared to the last time. Alright guys, the morning ritual begins. The liter of water, I already drank some of this, and 30 milliliters of apple cider vinegar. So that's a morning ritual for digestion. It improves stomach acid profile, and it just makes it, not really delicious, but very beneficial for you, for even fat loss, and for many other benefits. Look it up, apple cider vinegar. Alright, let's drink it. The taste, the flavor is not great. Let's do it. That's how you do it, guys. Okay, guys, then it is time, of course, for the cardio. The cardio, combined with a liter of water and the apple cider vinegar and the lemon juice, which I normally would have, but not now, it's out of, it's empty. Gotta get it at the grocery store. But that will increase digestion, it will improve digestion. This series is called the off season, and in the off season you eat a lot more food. You need to eat above your maintenance levels to actually gain muscle. That's what we're doing it for. And you want to also remain pretty lean. So the thing is, you can eat a lot of calories if you eat pizzas, basically only cheat foods, ice creams, going out for dinner, McDonald's, Five Guys, burger, stuff like that. That's very easy. I can easily eat 10,000 calories every single day, but first of all, it's not healthy. Second of all, it won't help your goals because there's so many excess calories there and you will get fat. And getting fat is not what we do in the off season, aka in my version, the lean bulk. You always want to have a lean bulk. Of course you can gain some fat, your fat percentage, your body fat can go up a little bit, but not so high that you can't see definition. The shape must still be there. So doing cardio right now is beneficial for both things, for actually getting in enough clean food, because after doing cardio, you're way more hungry for the breakfast. Your metabolism simply feels like you can eat more food more consistently if you put this in consistently as well, knowing the day beforehand that you will do cardio in the morning again. So having a bigger meal the day before will actually be totally digested if you sleep long enough and do the cardio. You can have your breakfast, your appetite will be there, and at the same time it'll burn some extra calories in the form of fat in the morning. Fasted cardio, guys. Okay, we just did the cardio and we had the water before, and now it's time for the breakfast. I can really feel the appetite starting to increase, which is a very nice thing when you're in a caloric surplus. Now I'm gonna have my breakfast, and I already put it in a bowl, so let me actually show you what it looks like. So here we have the dry powder combined with 800 milliliters of water, almost a liter. And I actually use this to mix it up, guys. If you want your oatmeal, if you put in like 4 or 5 ingredients, if you want it properly mixed, use this. So what I put in here, psyllium husk, 10 grams of fiber. Check out my video, 5 body unit foods you need to eat. Check out what it is, which is very incredible fiber to get rid of toxins, and it puffs up this oatmeal quite a lot. We've got some cinnamon in there, which is the brown color. We've got rice flakes, we've got oatmeal, and we've got some salt and some sweetener actually. So what I do is just I mix it up like this. Mixes it up perfectly. I actually put it in the microwave for a while. Then I put it out and mix it like this again, and then it's absolutely perfect. So let's put it in the microwave like that. Close it up, and boom, boom, boom. Wow, that's a little too much, but around 9 minutes pass, I'll check it out and mix it again with this thing. So for everybody who watches the American or Canadian channels on YouTube, they always use cream of rice. Now it's not available in Europe unless you want to pay a very high price for the imported products. Some specialty stores have it here. So cream of rice here is not a commodity, it's actually a very unique thing to get, a unique product. So that's why a lot of us ask you guys, you know, the Americans and the Canadians, where do you get the cream of rice? So you can't really answer that because you don't live here, but I have a great alternative for that. The first thing would be rice flour, but in my opinion, I like to have some more consistency in my meals. So let me show you exactly to get the benefits of cream of rice with a great breakfast. So let me show you. Right here, we've got rice flakes. Obviously, this is in Dutch, but it looks like oatmeal pretty much. But the benefit of cream of rice, and this has it as well, is both 100% rice, so it's just a different texture. So the big benefit is, of course, the absorbability and how fast it digests. That's why a lot of bodybuilders like to take cream of rice, because it digests really easily. If they take it before working out, you don't have a full stomach, etc. This is exactly the same effect, except it just has the texture of oatmeal. That's the only difference. You can put any sweetener in there. I actually put this sweetener in on me right now. It's actually meant for coffee to make that taste like caramel, but it's sugar-free, barely any calories. Like, let me actually see the back. It's 20 calories per 100 milliliter, and obviously you only take like 10 or 15 milliliters of this, so that's a negligible amount of calories. But that's what I mix up with these rice flakes. And let me see, you can actually see right there. The top gram is the fat, the amount of fats, and oatmeal usually has 8 or even 10 grams, and around 60 grams, that's 78 grams is the carbohydrates. Oatmeal normally has around, you know, in between 50 and 65 grams of carbs. It really depends on what oatmeal brand you have, even though that's quite strange that they differ, but they do. So the benefit is less fats and more carbs and better digestibility because they don't contain any gluten at all. It's made from 100% rice. So guys, you can get rice flakes pretty much anywhere. Just make sure to look it up online, and yeah, it's pretty awesome, guys. It's your European version of cream of rice, unless you want to go with rice flour, which in my opinion, you know, doesn't taste as good as this. Alright, so after 9 minutes it got out like this. We mix it up again. You can see, you see that weird layer there? That's from the fiber. That's why you want to mix it up again until it's mixed up perfectly. So you want to get those sides in there as well a little bit. And what happens then is you get a very, you know, I put a lot of water in here, guys, you can see that, but after like 5 more minutes, it'll be perfectly thick and more voluminous. And I only do this really at this many fibers on the rest day because, of course, the carbohydrates are down compared to usual. There's 100 grams of a combination of oatmeal or rice flakes in here. Normally that's 150 grams, so obviously that's, you know, a third less. So that's not what we want for volume wise, so that's why I like to mix in a little bit more fiber, get rid of some tacos on this day, and then get on with it. So I'll show you the rest day plan of nutrition later on in this video, of course. In the meantime, while that meal is in the microwave, I put in all the rice we're going to have of today. We have 4 in-between meals, so the first meal of the day has quite a lot of carbs compared to these meals, because this is 120 grams of rice. You know, divided by 4 is 30 grams of rice each meal. I personally love this rice, guys. It really, the times 3 means that if you put in 50 grams of dry weight, it becomes 3 times as much. So that's a large benefit when you are lower carb. Having something that volumizes more makes your stomach feel full, and that's what you want. So we will make this into golden turmeric rice. Now I'll show you how I do it lately. what do we have here? Something that looks horrible, but this is actually, let me show you that. That is blitzed ginger root, and right there is turmeric root. If you blitz those two up in a blender, you know, for guys who don't know what blitzing is, it's putting it in a blender. That's when you get this. This is normally entirely full, so it's almost empty, which is why it looks kind of weird. But if you blitz this, you can easily put it in the fridge for more than a week and it won't go bad at all. So what I do is I usually use a spoon, scoop out 20 grams here, put it in there, and then it'll be turned golden. So now I'm just gonna fill this with water, mix it up with this, and let me show you actually what the end result then looks like. And remember, this is ginger root, fresh ginger and fresh turmeric root, where the golden rice comes from. Okay, now look at this. Look at this color. It looks like brownish orange. And I will show you, once this is done cooking, it will be the golden rice. But sometimes you like to use the powder form. This is the powder form, the turmeric form. This is the good one, by the way. You see the dark orange color, the deep orange color. This is a very good brand here in the Netherlands. So that's, as it said, 100% pure. So this will be a good one, but you cannot beat fresh turmeric root, where all the very healthy oils are in there as well, with a lot more phytonutrients than you can ever find in a powder. So I like to sometimes do a powder form, and the other day the fresh turmeric root, so we'll have everything, all the benefits you can possibly get. So let's put this in the rice cooker and then, you know, wait about 30 minutes before it's done. Alrighty, so that's the end result. It's a nice voluminous bowl of oatmeal combined with rice flakes, with the sweetener, with the cinnamon, and a little bit of salt. And then we're going to add the whey isolate. I'm going to add about 60 grams. It's almost empty actually. Here you can see that it has quite a lot of protein with a minimal amount of fats, and the sugars in there are naturally occurring. So you can see the ingredients here. Whey protein isolate. And then you've got the aroma and the sweetener. So only 3 ingredients, of obviously which the whey protein isolate is the one where it's all about. So check out the website becomegladiator.com, because that's my own brand. Anyway, let's add that to this and show you the final result. Now this looks pretty delicious for a low carb day breakfast, right? All right, so what we have is 20 grams of the chocolate. Now usually I put in 15 grams, but on a rest day I put in a little bit more because we upped the fats to lower the carbs today. We also have 15 grams of natural peanut butter sprinkled all over. Obviously the 60 grams of whey isolate mixed in, and also we have some banana in here because I'm out of kiwis, which you normally add to this meal. So I go with a slightly higher carbohydrate fruit. But in my opinion, fruits are one of the best forms of carbohydrates, because they are combined with phytonutrients, minerals, or vitamins, which allows your body to better utilize it instead of it being pure sugar. And we also, of course, have the oatmeal and the rice flakes. So let's really enjoy this. Okay, guys, after finishing the breakfast, I always take in my supplements, the capsules, the tablets. I actually take them while eating the breakfast, so they can actually be engulfed in the food, which is the best way. But I just wanted to show you, what they are like. So I first finish the breakfast, and then I have them laying right here. So let's check it out. So these are the supplements I like to take in the morning on my rest day specifically. These are the most special ones in my opinion. The curcumin tablets, 500 milligrams each. So each of these capsules contains 500 milligrams of curcumin, which is the active compound in turmeric root. However, this is concentrated and it's made with the BCM95 technology. Basically, you don't have to know what that is, but it means that it's very easily by your body to absorb. Normal turmeric powder and concentrates don't absorb well at all, so you won't get the benefits, but this will. And this is very good for, reducing systemic inflammation. It's good for reducing joint pain. It's good for like 20 to 30 other illnesses, diseases, chronic ailments, etc. So this is always beneficial for a bodybuilder to take. So on a rest day, I take more of this because you don't want to take too much of this around the workout because it lowers inflammation, and you want inflammation around the workout because that will trigger muscle growth. So you don't want to actually impair that adaptive response. Here we have multivitamins. This is just a regular multivitamin dosed regularly. So it's about, some items are 50% of the daily recommended intake, some are 100%. I take this 3 times a day, so in the morning, in the afternoon, and before bed. As a bodybuilder, you do need more vitamins and minerals. Why? Because vitamins and minerals are part of enzymes. They make enzymes work, they create enzymes, and they are a big part in metabolism, energy metabolism, and also protein metabolism. So just imagine eating a lot of protein without the vitamins and minerals won't fully, efficiently make the protein metabolism work, so you will actually waste some of it. So taking in more of this is very good, but not the high dosed ones, just the regular dosed ones. Okay, we here have vitamin C, 1000 milligrams. Only take this on a rest day, or when I can take it, I take it very far away from the workout, because this also reduces inflammatory response. It is a very strong antioxidant. If you take this before or after training, it will reduce the adaptive response, which you want to maximize after training, and it will reduce that effect. And what it does then is it causes less muscle growth. That's not what we want, but we do want this for overall immune system health. For actually collagen production, you need vitamin C, so that's very good for you, for the joints as well, and also just as a general antioxidant. Right here we have krill oil and omega-3. We all know what omega-3 is. It's an essential fatty acid. It's very healthy. I also eat salmon steak before bed, 300 grams, so there's a lot of omega-3s in there as well, but I take a extra strong, extra purified version of it along with krill oil. And honestly, the effects of krill oil are like 2 to 3 times stronger than omega-3, but I still take both of them because I just want to maximize the effect. Plus, krill oil is quite expensive if you solely rely on that. So I take 2 of these 3 times a day. So in the morning, in the afternoon, and before bed, 2 krill oil tablets and 1 omega-3 tablet 3 times a day to maximize omega-3 volume in my body for the healthy effects, for cholesterol, for again inflammation reduction, systemic inflammation, and joint health, triglyceride health, and insulin sensitivity increase, so it reduces insulin resistance as well, so that's good. Right here we have digestive enzymes, and I like to use that with bigger meals of the day. This meal is quite big. It contains quite a lot of protein, not only from the way I slit, but also from the oatmeal, from the rice flakes, and from all the other ingredients like the peanut butter. It's all different kinds of protein, so you need like bromelain and papain. Bromelain comes from pineapple, papain comes from papaya. It's all in here, digestive enzymes, and it digests protein, but there's also extra enzymes and acid in here, compounds that will, make your stomach acid work better, basically. That's also what you want to improve digestion. It also has enzymes in there to digest fats and carbohydrates better. So taking this when when your appetite is down, or when you feel like you're not digesting fast enough, this will definitely help. So I just always take it as a precaution to be sure. Alrighty guys, as I promised, we're now going to take a look at the rice, the result of the blitzed turmeric root and ginger root combined with the rice cooker. So let's just see what it looks like. Let's open it up. It's just done with cooking. Kaboom! A little bit of steam there. But now it is revealed, guys. We have the golden rice, and let's just put the spoon through it. Perfectly loose rice. That's what you want as the result of your rice in a rice cooker, guys. This is perfect. Let's put this in 4 different Tupperware containers and add the protein, the vegetables, and the fat. So let's do that right now. And there we have it, the rice for each Tupperware container. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, we've got 4 kitchen scales to make sure it's all the same weight. So You know, it's around 80-90 grams per container, so the Uncle Ben's packaging was right. You put in 30 grams, you get out about 3 times the weight that you put in. So at around 90 grams of rice in each of this cooked. It's not a lot, but we will be adding 100 grams of avocado to each of these meals. So I don't want to put the avocado in already, because I will be eating this either here at home or at the gym. So I'll be just taking this avocado with me, both of these, because I like it more if I warm this up first, combined with the vegetables and the fish, the protein source, then afterwards add the avocado, because I don't really like hot avocado as much as cold. So we'll do that. And the protein source, guys, is this vacuum sealed fish. Now, it might not look delicious looking at like this, but this, they actually cooked in a pan like this, a much bigger one, with the Anova sous vide machine. This stick warms up to a specific temperature, in my case 57 degrees Celsius. It warms up this water, and you put in this fish for about 1 hour and 20 minutes, and I put in like 40 of these in there at the same time, and then they will all be done, and you can marinate them each individually with different marination. For example, this is parsley with salt, this is Cajun spices, this is curry spices, this is rosemary, all different marinations, so it's never boring. And putting it in here would actually allow every piece of fish to cook evenly, and if you put it in long enough, all the bacteria and everything will be gone, and you won't get dry fish. It will be vacuum sealed, so this is just perfect. You won't extract water from the fish itself, because if you cook it in actual water, 100 degrees Celsius, you will actually make the fish a lot drier. But this is very moist fish, so that's perfect. And because it's vacuum sealed, it's around 10 days you can put it in the fridge without it going bad. So that's the very big benefit of this. And obviously you freeze in the rest, and because there's no air around the fish, you won't get freeze burn either. So it's perfection to prep as a bodybuilder. So I actually figured that I don't have vegetables at home right now, not enough for these meals, so I have to go to the grocery store and get some extra vegetables to fill up these meals, preferably low FODMAP vegetables, which means vegetables that don't irritate or bloat the gut. So that's what I'll be doing later on today. Okay, so let's actually take a look at my rest day plan. So you can see, and I showed this in the first episode as well, we are below 4,000 calories, which is quite low, but it's needed. And 265 grams is medium, but the fats are nice and high, and the protein is medium as well. But mostly we lowered the carbs by around 200 compared to a regular workout day. Now we just had this meal. This is the first meal. As I mentioned, we don't have the kiwi, and we didn't actually have the blueberries either, so I just combined these two into a banana, and that's about the same calories as this, depending on the size of the banana. Obviously, we had 40 grams of rice flakes and oatmeal, so this is the first meal of the day. And these are the rest of the meal, so you can see the basmati rice, uncooked, 30 grams, times 4. And we have 100 grams of avocado in 2 of them, and 15 milliliters of coconut oil in 2 of them as well. But honestly, I like to have, it kind of depends on what I have at home. If I have enough avocado, I might actually have all 4 of them with 100 grams of avocado, because it's one of the best fats you can get, in my opinion, unless you are sensitive to avocado, because then sometimes it can cause bloating if you take in too much of it. And then we of course got the white fish, 250 grams of in each meal, and the vegetables. The vegetables are around 200 to 300 grams, depending on what kind of vegetable and how easy to digest they are. And only the last meal will have a little bit more carbs again. As you can see, 59 grams of carbs because of the sweet potato and the pineapple, because the next day will be a workout day again. So the carbs are quite low in other meals, 26 grams of carbs. The fats are around 20 grams, and the protein around 50 grams. So this is the meal plan of today, and this is what we're gonna follow. All right, guys, it's time for the second meal of the day, and we got the vegetables ready. And I put the meal in the microwave and combine the rest with the avocado. Here we actually have the vegetables, the cucumber, and in here we have some zucchini. So that's both low FODMAP, but just leftover vegetables that I still have. After this I'll go to the grocery store. But here we have cucumber, about 125 grams. Actually pretty delicious when you mix it with rice. The zucchini is a little bit more sturdy. This is more water-based. The zucchini is a little more of a sturdy vegetable, you know, for lack of better words. So mixing this with that, with some salt and pepper, will be delicious. And then of course, adding in the avocado with the rice and the fish that's in there already will be incredible. All right, would you look at this? We have the avocado with actually, you know, pretty much one whole avocado in here of about 100 grams, medium sized. We've got the golden rice, we've got the cucumber, and we still will have to add just a bit of zucchini, just like that. And now we will enjoy this meal for sure. Okay guys, just went back from the grocery store and now it's time for meal 3. I got a few vegetables from there. One of them is the pumpkin in cubes. Let me show you. It's this one right here. Actually already steamed it just now in a microwave. Pumpkin cut cubes, that's what it says. And it's very, you know, it's 400 grams, so I'm going to take about 300 grams of this in the meal. It's a low FODMAP vegetable, digests really easily, and it's just really delicious in combination with the avocado. So I'm going to combine this with the rice and the fish and the avocado. And here you can see all the other vegetables we got. Got some cucumber, which I love, some zucchini, some fruits, the kiwis, which I didn't have anymore. We now have them back in stock. Some extra avocados. Some bananas are always very nice. And these, I'm going to make a special video about the special purple yams, guys. These are amazing. We've got some broccoli. We've got some spring onion, some pears, and apples, and more kiwis. So yes, that's really, you know, the colors in here speak for themselves. A lot of phytonutrients, minerals, vitamins to be combined in the meals. So here we have it, meal number 3. Beautiful pumpkin, beautiful avocado, white fish, and the yellow rice. You can see right there underneath, not a lot of carbs, but quite a nice amount of healthy fats. And by the way, if you want to check out all the macros and calories, check out the description box below. Now we have arrived at the 4th meal of the day. I know it's getting quite repetitive now. Actually, you know, decided to stay at home and keep working on my desktop computer. Just do a lot of coaching plans, work on nutrition plans, and just work on vintage genetics itself. But here we have a meal with cucumber 100 grams, pumpkin around 100 grams, 250 grams of white fish, and of course the rice that we already cooked in the morning. But now I'm going to add 1/2 of the fats from avocado. So here we've got 50 grams of avocado, and also the other half will be sesame oil. So we'll be adding around 7 grams of sesame oil, and this is amazing, guys. This will add so much aroma, so much flavor to your foods, especially when you like Asian cuisine. Adding this to your rice and fish or chicken or whatever, this will make it transform it to as if you're living in an Asian kitchen. That's just amazing, and very good values as well. A lot of you know, only 16 grams of saturated. The rest is monosaturated or polyunsaturated fatty acids. So that's amazing, and this tastes amazing as well. Very good for getting inflammation down as well. So let's enjoy this, put this here, and enjoy this meal. Okay guys, it's time for the last meal of the day. Have to keep my voice down a little bit because it's quite late now. I already had my 5th meal, which you didn't see, but pretty much was the same like the 3 other ones, just cucumber and pumpkin variation, but the same rice and white fish. But now it's time for the last meal of the day, containing actually a little bit more carbs and more fats, because we are going to sleep after this. More fats and a lot of protein as well in the salmon, which we will have to slow down digestion, and it's a healthy fat as well. Very good for overall health. So let's check out what this meal consists of. For the carbohydrate source, we have the purple yams, which are quite amazing. We have about 300 grams. On the plan it says 200 grams, but we don't have pineapple in the house today. So, you know, pineapple is carbs, so I'm adding a little bit more carbs in the form of these purple yams. Gonna wash them, cut them in pieces, and put them in a microwave. Right here, We have the vegetable source, obviously frozen broccoli. This is a steaming container. We're gonna put it in a microwave for about 3 to 4 minutes. It'll be perfectly steamed. Steaming is, in my opinion, the best way to prepare vegetables rather than cooking it, to preserve more minerals. And right here we have the salmon steak. It's actually in the sous vide machine, as you can see, consistent at 58 degrees Celsius. And I already pre-cooked it the other day. So right now I'm just heating it up and then cutting that open, and it will be perfect to eat. So let's check out the final result. Would you look at that, you guys? This is the final meal of the day. We've got our healthy vegetables. Some people like to take broccoli every meal of the day, but that is a high FODMAP vegetable. And for most people that causes bloating. However, broccoli is one of the most amazing vegetables out there. And I put some pepper on there, as you can see, around 250 grams. We've got around 300 grams of these incredible purple yams with some Himalayan pink salt on there as well. This purple color represents the amount of health that's in here. You've also got the orange yams. They are very healthy as well. But these are, I will make a specific video about this to explain to you the incredibility about these purple yams. And then here we have the skin-fried salmon fillet. You can see it's just a regular salmon fillet, as you can see right there. Sous vide machine prepared, so it hasn't been overcooked, but just a quick, grill on the pan. Hear that? Crispy skin to make it delicious. So this is what I will eat before bed. Let's enjoy. Alrighty guys, it's the next day today. So yesterday was the rest day, which I showed you pretty much all the meals. And today was a back day. So I just finished the back and biceps. So the only difference between now and yesterday is the post-workout shake and the more carbs throughout the day. And obviously the post-workout shake, I take whey isolate by Gladiator Sports Pro. And for you who do not know yet, check out the enormous amount of protein in here. If it decides to sharpen, yes, 90 grams of protein, 91 grams of protein per 100 grams. So check it out on becomegladiator.com if you're interested. But I want to really thank you for watching this video. And today my weight was actually 123.2 kilograms. So the lean bulk is going quite steady, and I'm getting little by little leaner, getting stronger in the gym, which is what I want. It truly has officially started. I'm really, really excited for the Mr. Olympia. And regarding this video, it was a rest day, so obviously not that exciting, but you have to realize most bodybuilders, who are starting out, don't take enough rest days. When you rest, that's when you make the gains, guys. That's when it happens. I don't like taking rest days myself, because mentally you still want to be active, you want to be in the gym. But if you can afford it, take a rest day, and on that day do pretty much nothing except eat, maybe work behind the computer a little bit, sleep out, sleep in, actually, that's what they call it in English. So you get enough sleep on that day as well to really recover for the next workout. So if you can really do that, it will pay off quite a lot. And actually the next time you work out after that, you will feel stronger, more energized, more that you really want to go to the gym, more motivated, inspired to do your best. So you don't really always have that if you go to the gym on a consistent basis without taking a rest day. So anyway, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. And don't forget to stay golden.